My dear friends, I am Dr. Omkar Prasad Vaidya, MD PhD from King George Medical University. Today I will be discussing on COVID-19 and how it affects kidney. COVID-19 has been declared as a global pandemic by World Health Organization. The number of cases infected by COVID-19 is gradually increased, and it is responsible for both morbidity and mortality throughout the world. Number of comorbidities are also increasing, especially in those subjects who are suffering from hypertension, previous heart disease, has kidney problems, or past history of any neurological disorders, or having any respiratory problems. COVID-19 or the coronavirus 2019 is a respiratory virus and mostly infect the respiratory system. Of course, it can bind with the ACE receptors, which is present on various parts of the and organs of the body like brain, heart, kidney and respiratory system also. So most common cause of death in COVID-19 is the respiratory failure or ARDS, which is forwarded from severe pneumonia, as the virus can bind with the angiotensin converting 2 receptor present on the pulmonary alveolar epithelium. So it mainly affects the lung, but other organs also has found to be affected in the course of the disease in various parts of the world. So various studies throughout the world, including China, USA, Spain, has shown that COVID-19 also infects kidney also. This may be because that the angiotensin converting enzyme 2 may be present on the renal tissue also, other than pulmonary alveolar epithelium, vascular epithelium, brain, neurons, glial cells and some liver cells also. So the main receptor which is affected by COVID-19 is the angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor, which is present on various organs of the body, and it is also present in the renal tissue. So there is a chance that the virus or the COVID-19 can directly bind with the ACU2 receptors, which is present in the renal tissue also. And various studies from throughout the world have shown that many patients who were not suffering from any kidney problems with the course of the disease suffers from acute kidney injury. This also proved that the virus in the course of the treatment or in the virus on the course of the disease can also involve kidneys also. Especially the patients who are already infected by COVID-19 and have previous kidney problems are more prone to kidney injuries in course of the disease caused by the COVID-19 infection. And many kidney patients has been gone to a stage of dialysis also. Many kidney patients also needed dialysis in the course of time because of acute kidney injury or renal failure that is caused by the COVID-19 infection. Thus we can understand that this virus can directly involve kidneys and may lead to renal failure also. It leads to various diseases like acute tubular necrosis. It can lead to acute kidney injury. It can cause acute kidney failure, and patient who was already suffering from chronic kidney disease may also prone to kidney injury because of the COVID-19 infection. So the virus mainly is transmitted by respiratory system. So through aerosol or via droplet infection, it enters the respiratory tract where it can bind with the ACU2 receptors, which is present on the pulmonary alveolar epithelium. There it binds there with the host cell, can damage the pulmonary alveolar epithelium, multiply there and can spread through hematogenous spread, can spread to various other organs. Thus via hematogenous spread also it can spread to kidneys also like other organs, and there it can involve kidneys. Thus now we will be discussing how COVID-19 affects the kidney. What are the mechanism by which COVID-19, which is mainly a respiratory virus and involves the respiratory system, and most common cause of death is acute respiratory failure, which is associated with acute respiratory distress syndrome and severe pneumonia. So COVID-19 mainly infects the lung and leads to death mostly because of respiratory failure or hypoxia, acute respiratory distress syndrome and respiratory failure. But above and beyond that, COVID-19 has found to involve or infect or damage kidneys also. So today we'll discuss how this COVID-19 can affect the kidney, or what are the probable mechanisms by which COVID-19 involve the kidneys. So number one is that according to various doctors or researchers, clinical researchers, those who are handling the patients at various parts of the world, they have understand that the COVID-19, though it is a respiratory virus, has affinity for angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor, which is also present in the renal tissue. Thus, by hematogenous spread, they can spread to kidney tissue and they can bind with the AC2 receptors present on the renal tissue, multiply there, directly damage the renal tissue, and thus they cause kidney injury because they directly involve the renal parenchymal damage. Thus, they may lead to kidney injury. Another mechanism is that the COVID-19 virus can, by aerosol transmission, can enter the lung. There it causes ARDS or respiratory failure in the late stages or very critical stages, and may ultimately leads to respiratory failure or ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome, and which ultimately leads to hypoxia, means low level of oxygen in the blood. So this low level of oxygen in the blood can lead to hypoxia in the kidney also, and because of low oxygen supply to the kidneys, some renal tissue may be damaged because of that. So what is the summary mechanism? To summarize, here the COVID-19 can affect the lung through the aerosol transmission. There ultimately it leads to respiratory failure and ultimately leads to hypoxia, low oxygen in the blood, and that has been, the low oxygen is also supplied to the renal tissue. So renal tissue suffers from hypoxia and they may undergo injury because of hypoxia. So this may be the another mechanism which results in COVID-19 complication and how it affects kidney. Another important mechanism may be that COVID-19 infection can stimulate the immune system. Now all of you know that when a virus enters our body, it is handled by immune system. But in some patients, it is been found that there is a hyper response by the immune system, which is resulting in a systemic pro-inflammatory mediators storm. That is, we call it cytokine storm. So some immune systems, some patients whose immune system shows hyper response, they have high amount of cytokine in their blood. We call it cytokine storm, or sometimes it is called cytokine release syndrome or cytokine storm syndrome. So there are various named different names named by different scientists throughout the world. This cytokine storm may be responsible for systemic inflammation and two important markers of inflammation or cytokines. Those are tumor necrosis factor, another one is interleukin 6. So especially interleukin 6 may be the cause of the inflammation and responsible for cytokine storm, and it can damage various parts of body, various organs, and even it may lead to multi-organ failure also. So this inflammatory response syndrome that is caused by cytokine storm or hyper response of the immune system in response to the virus in some patients may lead to cytokine storm, especially the high amount of interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha can be found in blood of those patients, and it may lead to direct kidney damage because of the systemic inflammation. So there should be a normal balance between the inflammation and anti-inflammation. So there are two types of mediators secreted by the body in response to an foreign particle, that is pro-inflammatory mediators and anti-inflammatory mediators. But if the ratio of the pro-inflammatory mediators via the anti-inflammatory increases, that is pro-inflammatory mediator secretion is very much high, then ultimately it may lead to systemic inflammation because of cytokine storm or over inflation of the release of cytokine, also known as cytokine release phenomena or cytokine release syndrome, which may ultimately lead to direct injury of the kidneys and lead to organ failure, that is kidney failure. And it may be the reason behind the acute kidney injury in COVID-19 patient because of cytokine release phenomena. Another important mechanism maybe is that the COVID-19 infects the lung, there it causes pneumonia, ARDS, because of cytokine storm in the critical stage. So because of the cytokine storm, it leads to systemic inflammatory response, and because of systemic inflammatory response syndrome, so it stimulates DIC. What is DIC? DIC means disseminated intravascular coagulation. So blood become hypercoagulable, and this may stimulate clotting in intravascular areas in various parts of the body. So ultimately these will make the coagulation property of blood very much high, so blood become hypercoagulable, and the abnormality in coagulation disorders will start, and it may lead to formation of thrombus in various parts of the or various vessels. So in kidneys also it may block some renal artery or renal vasculature, and ultimately it can cause renal damage because of renal ischemia, because of blocking major vessels. So again I am telling, in COVID-19 infection may lead to severe response known as cytokine release syndrome, and which may affect the lung also, leading to the acute respiratory distress syndrome or respiratory failure. And because of that there is systemic inflammation or cytokine release syndrome or cytokine storm, and because of that there is a systemic inflammation, and this inflammation stimulates DIC, because DIC may be stimulated because of severe stimulation of complement system and inflammatory stimulation, especially cytokine release phenomena. And because of the DIC, there is a chance of increased thrombotic quality of blood. So blood becomes more coagulable, and because of that there is a chance of thrombosis in various parts of arteries will increase, and it may cause thrombosis in renal artery also, leading to ischemia of the kidney, and which may cause kidney injury. So this is another important mechanism by which COVID-19 may involve kidney and can damage kidney directly or indirectly. Other two important mechanisms, it may be because of infection or blockage in renal arteries, it may cause acute tubal necrosis. That may be another reason for kidney damage or kidney injury in COVID-19 or COV-19 infection. And it may be because of microinflammation also. The systemic inflammation that is because of cytokine release phenomena may reach the kidney and cause microinflammation there. And because of microinflammation also, there is a chance of inflammation or kidney injury. And another injury may be because of septic shock. Now, septic shock is nothing but because of septicemia or spread of the infection throughout the body, it may cause shock. And because of shock is nothing but decreased blood flow to various organs. So this septic shock or the shock which results because of spread of infection in various parts of the body or resulting due to septicemia, these may cause kidney damage also. So septic shock may be because of the increased viremia or spread of infection in various parts of the body leading to septicemia, and septicemia if not maintained in right moment or treated in right moment then it may lead to shock, and that shock is called septicemic shock. And shock means decreased blood flow to various parts of the body, and for kidneys also it will lead to the decreased blood flow to kidney and finally lead to kidney injury. So septic shock which develops from septicemia or viremia may also involve kidney and cause kidney injury. So that is another mechanism which may result in direct kidney injury. Now we will discuss that kidney involvement in COVID-19 cases is a warning sign, and which proves that there is a bad prognosis for the patient, that the infection had involved the kidney, so the prognosis of the patient can be bad. So kidney involvement proves is a warning sign which shows the worst prognosis or bad prognosis for the COVID-19 positive patient. And many COVID-19 patients with kidney problems may have to do dialysis or may have to undergo dialysis to relieve them from kidney injury or kidney failure, which may be because of COVID-19 direct involvement to the kidney. And various patients with kidney injury who don't require dialysis, those patients of having kidney injury but they didn't require dialysis, they have better prognosis compared to those patients who need dialysis. Means the kidney injury patients or kidney patients because of COVID-19, those who have undergone dialysis, their prognosis is bad compared to those subjects who don't require dialysis, which proves that the kidney injury may be reversible in some patients. And many patients with who have undergone dialysis has found to regain their kidney function with time. So the many patients has been found that they have regained their kidney function with time even after dialysis also, provided the body handle the cytokine storm in a very nice way. And it is always advisable for those subjects with hypertension to bring down the pressure to normal level by taking antihypertensive measure or high antihypertensive medication or various means, so that their pressure becomes normal. And actually hypertension is one of the important cause of kidney failure. That's why hypertensive subjects who are in this COVID season are always advised that please take regular antihypertensive medication or try to normalize your blood pressure so that it does not involve kidneys in future. There is another controversy that the virus infects, COVID-19 infects is angiotensin converting E2 receptor. And angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor also has associated with metabolism of angiotensin 2, which is a potent vasoconstrictor. So there is a controversy that whether AC inhibitors, angiotensin converting inhibitors like ramipril, captopril, isinopril, lisinopril, or ARB. ARB means angiotensin receptor blockers. There is a special type of receptor of angiotensin which is blocked by some drugs known as losartan, many losartan group of drugs. So these drugs, whether they can have a good help in lowering the blood pressure or lowering the kidney chance in these patients or not. According to someone, it may aggravate the kidney problem, or according to some doctors, this medicine may prevent COVID-19 infection. So so many research is going on throughout the world regarding the role of angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors like captopril, enalapril, lisinopril, and ARBs, that whether this can increase the chance of infection by COVID-19, or those patients who are on these drugs, they have a decreased chance of COVID-19 infection. Again, another advice for those patients who are undergoing kidney problem or have some kidney problem, they should free from taking painkillers and NSAIDs. NSAIDs means non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. NSAIDs as well as painkillers. Painkillers, they are very much bad for the kidney. They are responsible for kidney injury. So those patients who are already suffering from some kidney problem like chronic kidney disease, they are always advised not to take painkillers or analgesics or antipyretics in a large quantity. Otherwise, their kidney may be injured, or it may aggravate the chance of getting renal failure in future. And again, I am telling those patients who are undergone kidney transplant, they must be undergoing immunosuppression therapy like steroids, prednisolone, or various tacrolimus. There are lots of drugs which is responsible for immunosuppressive drugs or immunosuppression, especially who have taken kidney transplant. So they may be prone to this infection. So they have to remain very cautious and take special precaution so that the COVID-19 does not infect them. They should maintain social distancing. They should remain at home, and they should wear mask also if they need to go out. So special precautions should be taken by those patients who who have undergone kidney transplant or under immunosuppressive therapy because of organ transplantation, like tacrolimus, sacrolimus, steroids, prednisolone, and these drugs. These drugs actually suppress the immunity and prevent the handling of the immunity by the virus. So they are more prone to this infection by COVID-19. So they must take special precaution. They should, because they are very much at higher risk of getting infection by this COVID-19. So they should take special precaution in this pandemic season. Again, I am telling those patients undergoing dialysis, those patients who are already having chronic kidney disease in the end stage kidney failure, those have a chance of getting kidney failure in future, or those patients who are undergoing dialysis. So their immunity will be affected, so they will have low immunity. So for them also, they should take special precaution in this pandemic season so that the COVID-19 does not create any health risks for them. Now, our question comes, how to diagnose these kidney problems in COVID-19? Now, various patients who may be previously had kidney problems, or most of the patients who don't have any kidney problems in beforehand, when they are exposed to the COVID-19, they show various sign symptoms. So number one is that they start passing protein through urine. So presence of protein through urine and RBC in urine is also proved the diagnosis of kidney involvement by the COVID-19. Besides that, the doctors can advise KFT like sodium, potassium, urea, creatinine to test their kidney function test or renal function test. So most of the patients who have been admitted to ICU, or because of the cytokine storm, those who have involved the kidney, they present with proteinuria or passing of proteins in the urine as a sign symptoms of kidney involvement. Or some patient also presented with passing of blood or hematuria through urine. So these are the common clinical features by those patients who have been in kidney involvement is common, and that has been reported in various parts of the world. So again, I am telling COVID-19 is mostly a respiratory virus, and it may cause respiratory failure, and most common cause of death in most of the patients is because of ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome, which may be because of cytokine storm, and this cytokine storm is because of hyper response of the body's immunity in response to the virus entry, and which may lead to multi-organ failure, sepsis, and may involve the kidney. So there are various mechanisms by which the COVID-19 infection may lead to kidney problems or kidney failure or kidney injury. So number one is that according to some doctors or physicians, COVID-19 is a virus which is affinity for ACU2 receptor, angiotensin converting 2 receptor, which is present on the renal tissue. So it binds the renal tissue and directly damages the renal tissue and multiply there, and ultimately leads to the kidney problem. So another mechanism is that COVID-19 affects the lung and lead to the cytokine storm, systemic inflammation leading to ARDS or respiratory failure, and because of the respiratory failure there is hypoxia in the blood, or hypoxemia means oxygen level in the blood is very much less, and which also involve the kidneys, because kidney cannot tolerate low oxygen or hypoxia for a long time, and which may lead to the kidney injury. Another mechanism by which COVID-19 infection may lead to kidney disease is that cytokine storm. Because of cytokine storm or systemic inflammatory response syndrome, it may directly involve the kidney. When the virus is handled by the body's immune system, in some patients there is a hyper response of the body's immunity in response to the virus. So for those patients there is a huge amount of release of cytokines known as cytokine storm in the blood, especially interleukin 6 and T1 necrosis factor alpha, and this interleukin 6 actually is responsible for damage to the kidneys, and not only kidney, it may lead to multi-organ failure. So special drugs like interleukin 6 antagonist or inhibitors may be very much beneficial in preventing the kidney involvement or multi-organ failure in critical stages of the COVID-19 infection. Another mechanism of kidney involvement is because of stimulation of DIC. COVID-19 infection may lead to cytokine syndrome or cytokine storm, which ultimately stimulates DIC, disseminated intravascular coagulation, and which increase the coagulation abnormality of the blood and increase the chance of or risk of thrombosis inside the blood vessel, and because of that there may be chance of thrombosis in various blood vessel supplying the kidney, and because of that it may cause renal ischemia leading to acute tubular necrosis, and kidney failure may be there because of that. Other mechanism may be because of microinflammation and septicemia, or which leads to septicemic shock. So these are the various mechanisms by which COVID-19 or coronavirus 2019 affects the kidney, and we should try to prevent the kidney damage by handling the cytokine storm. So interleukin-6 inhibitors may be a therapeutic regime in those patients who can have kidney problem. So therapeutic drugs or drugs which block the cytokine storm can have a good effect and prevent the multi-organ failure, even kidney failure in future, especially in critically ill patients who are under ICU or needs mechanical ventilation. So again I am telling at the end, especially those persons who are undergoing immunosuppressive therapy, or who has undergone kidney transplant, or who are undergoing regular dialysis because of chronic kidney disease or like diabetic nephropathy or end-stage renal disease, for them their immunity will be in compromised state, or the immunity will be suppressed, and for them they should be taking special precaution in handling the virus, as because of low immunity they are more prone to develop the infection, and they have a high chance of getting their kidney problems exacerbated, which may lead to the kidney failure, with increased risks of kidney failure with COVID-19 infection in later stage. So be safe, please maintain the measures, use mask, N95 mask you can use, maintain social distancing, and remain in the most of the time try to remain in the indoors, and use alcohol-based sanitizers which can helpful in, and don't touch any surface which you think may be contaminated, or you can use surface sanitizers also. And it is better to be in this to be in room or home in this pandemic season, so that the infection cannot spread from one person to another. And we should not forget that the virus is mostly a respiratory virus, and it can be transmitted by aerosol and droplet infection. So we have to cut the chain or transmission of the disease by using all these measures. And thus today we have learned that at the end of the topic, that COVID-19 can also infect or involve kidneys, and there are various kidney disease that can be caused by COVID-19 or precipitates kidney disease, just like acute tubular necrosis, acute kidney injury, acute kidney failure, chronic kidney failure, and even it may leads to septicemic shock leading to kidney injury and kidney failure. So let me stop here. Thank you very much.